Hello, everybody. How's it going? I'm on fire tonight. Yeah, Beavis in the house. What's up, everybody? Late night fire. Yeah. You guys remember these? Cinnamon fire. Hey, Dwago. How's it going? Yeah, it's just being a little goofy tonight. I don't know. So, how's everybody doing? Hope you guys been having a good day. I've been trying to get some stuff done at home today. Yeah, I didn't accomplish everything that I wanted to do, but I got some things done today. So, yep. So, hope everybody's having a good night. Hey, Kenneth. Yeah, I know. I know all about that. There was another incident, so guys, go back and you know the drill. Same person strikes again. So, whatever. Oh, pepper jack. Did you have them all combined? I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't think I want banana pudding, pepper jack cheese all combined. That's kind of, ooh, no. Separate. Separate's okay. I know. And tonight, tonight I'm banging again. Oh, yeah. Some people don't. Unfortunately, they're out there, so, yeah, whatever. But yeah, I'm banging. I'm banging tonight. Trying this one. Peach mango. Bang. So that was kind of fun. And I found this other thing in the stores today. I'm going to do a review on it, but I almost don't want to. Yeah, well, some people you can't help. I don't know. But anyway, I found these in my store, and I was kind of surprised I hadn't seen them before, and they were on clearance. They were like marked down half off, and I thought they were really cool. And I don't know if they're gonna have them back, but I still got to do a review on these. And have you guys seen these before? I thought these are really cool. This is called Glow. It's like a bottle, and this one's Glow Mango Apricot Sparkling Infused Hydration. So that was kind of cool. The bottles are pretty cool. And I got this is mango apricot, and then I got three other ones, and they were all on sale for like $1.50. And then this one is called Sparkling Hydration Glow, and it's spicy watermelon. I might have to go back and get another bottle before they sell them out. Uh-oh, somebody open the door. Ziggy. And then I got this one is Glow Sparkling Energy, and this one's Mango Apricot. It's a black bottle. It's kind of cool. And then they had this one, another spicy watermelon. But this isn't an energy one, so. Hey, hold on a second. I gotta close the door. Tazzy, why did you open the door? Tazzy's causing trouble again, guys. Hey, Funko, how is it going tonight? Tazzy just opened the door, and now he's gonna come up on the table. He's causing me all kinds of trouble. Huh. Well, that's kind of weird. You gonna come up on the table again, Taz? Come here. Come on. Come here. Come on. Come up here. Tazzie's on the floor again. Come on. Come on, up here. Well, get up here then. Oh, I have to do it this other way. I have to do it the other. Come on. He's being difficult. He won't hop on the table, but he has to get up on the chair and then step up there, so. Come on. Come on, Taz. Tazzy. How was the what? I can't tell what that is. Oh, no problem, Funko. Like I said, I had the cereal already. Yes, I did report him. But I don't want to say much anymore because apparently they're watching, waiting for reactions. So I'm done with it. It's been reported. You know, they can decide to do it what they want. Hey, IRAZ, how's it going? Thanks, Funko. I appreciate it. Come here. Are you gonna come here or not? Dum. Tazzy, getting on my nerves. He's wandering around on the floor here. Come on. See, he's on the floor, but he won't. He started it right before I started streaming. He came up here and he's bugging me. Well, are you going to get up here or not? I'm getting tired of you. Here, come on. See, he's rubbing on the... See, look. I'll show you guys what he's doing. You going to go on the thing or not? I'm not picking him up because he's too heavy. See, look. There's the tail. See? Trying to get him to come up on the chair. Come on. See, there he is. Ziggy. Come on, Tazzy. Tazzy. You gonna go up here or not? See, there he is. Come on. Come up here. Come on. See, there he goes. Getting up on a table. There's the boy. There he goes. Now he's trying to get into everything. Go on. Drinking my soda. Gonna do it or what? Gonna hang out there? Here. Come on. My wallet's in the basket over there. Come on. See, so now he's going to be up here. He's going to cause trouble. Go up on the table. You want to be part of the stream all the time, don't you? And Ziggy's up on the up over there on the couch on the cat tree. But see, there he is. Photobombing me all the time. See? He's the one that wants his own channel. Okay. No more. I'm going to put the camera the other way now. So there we go. And if he comes up on the table, he'll come up on the table. Hey, Jim Case, how's it going? Sorry, guys. He was being a pain in the butt. Now I have to keep petting him while I'm talking to you guys, so... Yeah, that's what I've been having to deal with late night now. He's like co-host. Yeah, my Raisin Bran tennis. But anyways, yeah. I was I was showing this before I had to pet him. I found these ones, they're kind of cool. They're energy water. This one's called Glow, and it's got spicy watermelon. And then I got ones called mango apricot. And then they have one in hydrating. Same mango and spicy watermelon. They were on closeout too. I found it at my grocery outlet. It was my grocery outlet, and I went there after I got them, and they didn't have them anymore. So, you know how those places like the 99-cent store, or the grocery outlets, they have things and then they don't have them later because they only get like so many and then they sell them out. Well, that was one that they had the Outlaws in there. It's too bad. Back in there, and I'm doing this other one. I just did a review on it. Peach Mango Bang. So yeah, that's the ones I did tonight. And Tazzy, stop it. Licking my hand. Driving me cuckoo. Tazzy. Yuck. Okay, enough. Enough's enough. And I was just in the garage earlier, and I found a couple things that you guys might be interested in. Is called what? No, my mom calls it the poor people store. I don't know. I don't think so. I don't have enough content to do that. But I was looking through some stuff in the garage that I had, and it's been a little while since I remember these, and I don't even have the games for them anymore. I believe this was on I had Commodore 64. Do you guys remember that one? Or maybe some of you might not be old enough to remember the Commodore 64. It's way back in like the 80s. Well, I had adventure games on it. And one of them was Ultima. And these are the maps from the Ultima game. This is from Ultima 5. It's like a cloth map. I used to have them in my... Hey, Jamie. Well, thanks for stopping in for a minute. Okay. So that's Ultima 5. And then I have Ultima 4. I used to have them in my bedroom, hanging up. Another cloth map. And these were cool. And this was my favorite one. The one that and then here's another one I got. Oh, this one's, I forgot I had this one. This is, hey, Rotor Deal. Ultima, this one's Ultima 6. It's another map. It's a little after 1 o'clock here. And then this was my favorite one. I don't know why. This was Ultima 3. Ultima Exodus. And what was cool is they have this little code down below. And you had to like cipher the writing from it. It was cool. Yeah, these were the old ones back from when, they were all on the Commodore 64. Shoot, I even got still staples in it from where it was on my wall. Tells you how long it is. But yeah, I don't have a Commodore 64 anymore, and I don't have the games anymore, but it came with the maps, and I think it also came with like a little coin. So yeah. And then I found this other one. I found these other ones I forgot I had. A while ago they had now I don't want you guys to get all bent out of shape over this stuff, okay guys? These were just flags that I bought. All right, so don't go calling the cops, don't go doing anything. right? I'm not, not that or whatever. But this was an old, they don't even make these anymore. Okay? No calling cops. Old Russian flag. That one. Now I used to have an American flag, but I don't know what I did with it. This is the old Russian flag with the hammer and the sickle. Had that hanging from my ceiling. Yeah, Mother Russia. And I also had this one. For those of you that may be from Canada, eh? So yeah, I got Canada, eh? Yeah, eh, Canada. So I had those, and then I had an American flag. I don't know where I put the American flag. Got in another box or something. But yeah, those are some things I found out there. Thought I'd just show you them that I found them. It's kind of cool. And I showed this one the other day in my live. Yeah, I found this one out there as well. Hey, Ian, is it? And you guys remember these? This is a Discman, portable disc player. I don't have the power cord for it, and I don't have, well, I guess you could use earphones. Yeah, CD player. This was an anti-skip one. This is a Fisher. Wasn't a Sony. And yeah, I think it still works. But yeah, I used to have this in my car. Yeah, I know, Jason. I know what you're saying, Jason. Yeah, he was at it again. And yeah, I had a cassette deck in my car that had an adapter to it. You could play it through theirs. So, yeah, but now I've got a CD player in my car, so. But the old one, I had a cassette deck, and then I had to have the wire hooked to it. Yeah, I know, Jason. I don't know what that guy has, what the problem is with him, and why he's doing what he's doing. I just don't get it whatsoever. Apparently, he's done with me now, so I don't know. I reported his video, but we'll see. Yeah, I don't get it. I don't know what he's got against you and Freddie and all the other people out there that he's got a grudge against them. Yeah, he does. And like I said, I don't want to get into the problems with it because he's probably watching here, and I don't want to give him any more reactions. I don't want to give him any more ammunition to make any more videos and spread his whatever. So as far as I'm concerned, he can go do whatever he needs to do with someone else, and you know, whatever, if he thinks it's fun. Hey, Michigan, how's it going? Thanks for stopping by for a little bit. And yeah, no, I appreciate it, Jason, and I appreciate, you coming by and, saying hi and all that. Oh, yeah, well, without getting it into a big deal, there is a person out there that apparently he's got a grudge against Jason and a bunch of the food reviewers, and he made bad videos about me and also Freddie and a bunch of other people, and even Michigan. Made some against you. And yeah, he's trying to create a troll army against everybody. So I'm done talking about him. He can go do whatever he needs to do. So we'll see. Hey, Just 88, how's it going? And yeah, so I tried this earlier. I was trying this one in so peach mango bang, and then I was showing this one too. It's I found these in the store. I haven't done a review on them. They're called Glow Water. It's mango apricot, and then this one's cool. Spicy watermelon. And then they have the other ones called Hydration. And then there's some mango. Yeah, see, it's our glass. That's mango, apricot, and spicy watermelon as well. And these were on sale for clearance. They were $1.50 a piece. They were like normally two something. Yeah, it's only 15 calories. So I don't know if they're gonna have them anymore. That's the problem. I found them at my grocery store, Nob Hill. I don't think you guys have them, but hey, G Wallace. Yeah, I saw them there, and I thought I'd grab them because these are really cool designer bottles. I might save the bottle afterwards. I don't know. They're pretty thick. So yeah, it's kind of cool. And I was going through and I showed for those of you guys that just came in, I was going through stuff in the garage, and I found my old Ultima maps from my computer game from many years ago, and I found I had a Russian flag and a Canadian flag. No, these were just flags to hang on the wall, things that I used to have in my bedroom. So yeah, and then I got yeah, that's kind of good. Salad dressing, yeah, you could. And then I found this too, the old portable CD player. Still got that. So yeah, amazing what I find in my garage. It's been in a box for many years. Yep, portable CD player from circa 1980s, I think. Yeah, so yeah, they probably did put them up into the 90s, and but that was a big thing, back then. Then they had the Discman, but do you have a record player that you can play them on? I had a whole box full of vinyl that was like collector's editions. It was like laser etched, and then they had like one was blue and one was gold. I had like a Styx album, and it was like gold vinyl, pieces of 8. Oh, okay. Yeah. Did you guys remember those old funky 8-track players? And they looked like I don't know. They were like big plastic, and then they had like the weird big handle on them, and they were portable, and you put the thing on the side. Looked like a big macaroni noodle or something. And then they had ooh, yuck. And then they had all those, those weird funky cassette players that were like bright pink color and yellow and yeah, 8-track Ghetto Blaster. That was it. That's what they called them, Ghetto Blasters. And then if you were really cool, you got the double cassette decks. Yeah. Those are weird. I don't know why they did that. Because it was like, I never had 8-tracks. Well, then they had the toys too that like were the kids' toys. Yeah. And you put the 8-track in there, and they played like trivia games and stuff. And he had like buttons, and it was like 2XL, or I think it was like 2XL. What's the name of it? It was a little robot, and he had trivia games, and he had other things you could do. And what else was the other ones? Teddy Ruxpin. They had that. Simon. Uh, all those old electronic games that they used to have, along with the old, football, electronic football. Yeah, I don't know, maybe. I don't remember. I used to want for Christmas. I wanted that electronic football game forever. Little dots, and all it did was just deet, 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 and that was it. Before Nintendo, before. Okay, no problem. Yeah, these things would be kind of cool. I could probably put like salad dressing, or I could put, I don't know, something else in them. Oil. I don't know. But yeah, those were the old things that I found out there. So you'd be surprised at the things you find, and then you do find, like you said, at garage sales. Sometimes they have things that are lying around. Sometimes they're worth stuff, and sometimes they're worth nothing. I don't know. I used to go to garage sales, but I don't go to them anymore. Hungry Hungry Hippos, Simon. Well, I had one called Merlin. It was a big red, looked like a big red walkie-talkie thing. Twister, yeah. Bop It. We were talking about that the other day. Bop It. Remember that one? Bop it, twist it, slap it. You had to do different things. And did you guys have, well, hula hoops and slinkies, and we had a thing called lemon twist. That was kind of weird. Hey, Gene Mark, I'm doing good. Oh, Alvison, hey, Wicked Clown, how's it going? Yeah, you could find a lot of those things, Beatles albums. I had Queen records, I had Styx records, I had picture discs, um, I had the one Queen album called Jazz, and it had the picture of the girls on bicycles in it, the bicycle race. Oh man, that's no good. Yeah, I heard it was supposed to be snowing. Where exactly are you? Because I heard, yeah, they were getting big storms certain places. Yeah, that was wasn't that a thing on one of the Eddie Murphy things? And he saw father, he says, father worked at a game factory, and we didn't have clothes, Eddie. We had to wear twister mats. You know what it's like to wear a twister mat to school? Right hand blue, left foot red. Kick us in the butt so hard. And we didn't have belts. We had to use Hot Wheel tracks to hold up our twister mat. And we had to eat silly putty. Silly putty, Eddie. We had to eat silly putty sandwich. You ever tried to eat a slinky? Tastes so good it make your mouth water. Yeah, like I said, I used to, every time when I came home for lunch from school, because I live literally like 5 minutes from my high school, and I'd come home at lunch because I could just run home and get something to eat for lunch, and then I would, during lunchtime, I would put on my record player, and I'd play like George Carlin or Eddie Murphy or um, Richard Pryor or something. I'd actually listen to the records at lunchtime because we didn't have all this other stuff. Slinky, yep. It walks downstairs, alone and in pairs, makes the slinkety sound. It's a thing, a spring, a marvelous thing. Everybody knows it's Slinky, 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 fun for a girl and a boy. Slinky, Slinky, Slinky is a wonderful toy. Yep, I remember all those. I don't know. Fun for a girl and a boy. Yep. And I remember the Hot Wheel tracks. Hit my sister with them. Those things hurt. You ever whip people with a Hot Wheel track? Orange Hot Wheel tracks? Ooh, those things stung. Yeah. Parquet. Now, then they came out with now the new one, the plastic Slinkies. They're not as good. Yeah, I know. That's the thing. And that's why I like listening to him back then. I thought it was funny, but I didn't, I didn't get all the racial stuff into it. It was just funny to me. Everything tastes better with Blue Bonnet on it. What's the other? Here's another one maybe you know. I can't believe it's not butter spray. Fabio. I remember that one. Yeah, all the old jingles. You can see a lot of those old ones out there. They've got clips of all the old jingles and cartoons and commercials from like the 60s and the 70s and the 80s. Yeah, but the thing is I just noticed someone was saying I was watching, I think it was Ralph's Trucking, that the YouTube's been having issues with the watch time. It goes up and it goes down, and every day I go and check it, it's up and it's down. So I don't know. And depending on what device I check it on, it's different. One device, it says it's like, 75. One device says it's 190. One device says it's like 150. So, yeah. Pardon me, but do you have any Grey Poupon? Yes. But of course. Yeah, all those old commercials and all the kids' toys were fun too. No, I don't remember that one. But I remember some of the ones like that were the Spanish, like on the Spanish channels. And those were the funny ones, because you'd see them and they'd be like not in any English, and you'd just be oh, okay. Well, I check it on my iPhone on the YouTube Creator Studio, and it says one thing. I check it on my tablet on the YouTube Creators thing, it says something different. And I check it on actual, like a website, where I go to the Creator Studio on the website and I look under the monetization tab, and then it's a whole different thing. So, yeah. And then I have another one called YouTube Tracker, and that's a whole different hour. So, I don't know. I guess I gotta wait for it to stabilize out. But yeah, I'll keep trying, keep going. I'll get closer and closer. I don't know, but yeah. Oh, and just ate that. I was I did a review or something. I was like thinking about you because I gave it an 8. I don't remember what one it was. Yeah, YouTube Tracker. They've got YouTube Buddy. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Fabio. Yeah, no problem. I don't remember what it was. I've done so many reviews in the last week. I can't keep track of all the scores that I gave them. So yeah. I still got to do a lot of editing for them, so I'm probably going to be doing that tomorrow night, or well, tonight, I guess. Editing and getting all this stuff out. And you guys saw I was a little bit busy today I put quite a few videos out just because. Did my pickle sickle, pickle dickle. That one was too funny. And I did the cereal challenge for Funko Papa Hana, and yeah, I'm not real impressed with the YouTube Buddy, so I don't use that much. These I'm probably gonna have to do. I still have to do the review, so I don't know, while, a couple weeks maybe, and I've still got, I know at least I've got at least 20 videos that I've got to edit that I've already done. So, yeah, some of them are good. Some of them are, I got a whole mix of them. Candies, noodles, soda, yeah, a whole bunch of stuff. Oh, and I did do that one. Do you guys remember? Yeah, go watch the pickle. Go watch my pickle um, video, and at the end I called it Pickle Dickle. I don't know. Just like, but a couple weeks ago, I had those weird candies that were in there. It was a slush puppy, and then it was the other one that was a spray, and it looked like something else. I actually did a review on those. Gotta edit that one and put it up. McPickle. I've heard of that. I don't know that I could do that though. I don't make a giant pickle hot dog or whatever. I was just in the store. I put some pictures up on my Instagram. Hey, Atypical, how's it going? Yeah, I was in the other day when I went to the Dollar Tree. I had all kinds of fun in there. There was some fun stuff in there, funky. Would you guys trust a pregnancy test from the dollar store or a drug test from the dollar store? I don't know. They had them. Had a whole section in there. And I was like, okay, well, guess some people trust the dollar store pregnancy test. Yeah, there was all kinds of funky stuff in there. $1, yep, $1 for a pregnancy test. Probably already predetermined outcome. I don't know. Yeah, they got some strange stuff in there. Yeah, I don't know about that. I think they actually do have them, but it's in a small can. And they had chips and everything. Oh, really? Okay. Clover Valley. Yeah, I don't know that one. But yeah, and then I just went to the grocery store, and I found some interesting stuff, and that's where I found these drinks. And I found some they were cheesy puffs, but I keep thinking they're cheesy poofs like Cartman. Of course I want some cheesy poofs. They were weird flavors. It was sriracha. It was sriracha cheddar and blue cheese and jalapeno, and then Asiago cheese and black pepper puffs, cheese puffs, cheesy poofs. Yeah, it was cheesy poofs, but they were like $4 a piece, so I didn't get them. Maybe I'll go back and get them another time. But I went down that natural aisle, and there was all kinds of weird new chip alternatives, and I was gonna get some to try, but they're like $4, $5 a bag. Yeah, I want cheesy poofs too. Of course I want cheese poofs. Mom, Kitty's being a dildo. No, Kitty, this is my pot pie. I guess Tazzy finally gave up. I don't know where he went. I think he went out and laid down in the other room. I think that's where he is. Oh yeah, he's laying in the other room. Okay. Keeping a track. I don't want to have a sneak attack on me. But yeah, they had a lot of different stuff, and I didn't see too many new items or whatever. And I heard that they're gonna have on the 1st, they're gonna have a Dr. Pepper, dark berry Dr. Pepper coming out on the 1st. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure they probably did come in there and they were hanging out with Cartman. I can't do a very good Cartman. I could do a better Beavis. I'm a better Beavis than Cartman. I used to have a Cartman doll. He was kind of like, he was not the real big one, but he was kind of, good size and round. And maybe you remembered Outlaws back in the old WWF, and they were called the Misfits, and they had Golga was the guy, and he had like a mask, and he'd come out with a Cartman doll, dance in the ring with it. Somewhere along the line, someone tore his Cartman doll up. Yeah, some people do that. Yeah, it was Earthquake. But he was Golga and he had a mask on. But he would come out with a Cartman doll, and I think he had a Cartman T-shirt on too. I remember Luna Vachon and uh, what was that one guy that I don't think he was like a weird guy with a big head. I don't remember. Sort of. There was a long time ago. I don't know. I think I saw that she's going live. I think she's in her own live. Or I don't know. Maybe that was someone else I saw that just went live. So maybe they're over there. That's okay. I know that other people have they're doing their lives and they're hanging out over there. Spoon Straws, yeah. Way long time ago when I was doing Weight Watchers, they had it was a plastic straw and it had little flavor beads and it was like chocolate, like little chocolate pellets in it, and then you'd drink your milk through that straw and you'd have like chocolate milk. Buddy Brawlers and ice cream sandwiches. Yeah, exactly. Ice cream bars, and then they had yeah, they had all kinds of different ones. Yeah, I was on them. They had one was, I think one was mocha and one was chocolate. Because it was like when I would go to the meetings at Weight Watchers, they had all the new products that came out, and that was one of them. But they were like kind of expensive, like $4 for like 4 straws. It only had like 2 calories in it or something. I don't know. Always a new gimmick to get you to buy their food, their snacks, their cereal bars or whatever. Yeah, maybe that was it. Maybe it was a cookies and cream and it was a mocha and a chocolate. I think I tried one time. They gave us like in the meeting they gave us one to try to see if we liked it. I think I tried it. I don't know. But they said you could drink like coffee through it if you want to have a little bit of mocha coffee or chocolate coffee, whatever. Yeah, that's all it is now. Just what they can sell. New program, new cookbooks, new products that they want to put out. It's all a marketing. It's all a marketing thing anymore. That's why I quit going, because I didn't want to have to keep paying the money to go to a meeting just to meet with people. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. There's a lot of food commercials out there. Yeah, I saw Ian did that, and I don't know. Speaking of that, okay, here. You're gonna hang on, guys. You're gonna love this. Okay, because see, look. Hey. Didn't break, just knocked over. When I went to the store to get these things, I got a free baguette. And probably like day old too. See? Big. It's a big baguette. And so that's going to be, that's kind of like that Frenchie that you had, Outlaws. I didn't like the fact that it's on that, you know, baguette roll, because it does get too hard. Yeah, you could do it with cheese, or you can do it, I don't know, put a little butter on it. But I got it for free because I got the Nob Hill that I go to, I have a card, and every so often, you know, you put your number in, and when you do the checkout, they give you points, and then at every like quarter they send you a thing in the mail, and it's like coupon, you get like a free something, and then you get so much off of different ones. Exactly. Yeah, I wasn't really gonna try it because I just, I don't know, it just wasn't something that I really wanted to try. I've only tried Jimmy John's one time, and I had their gargantuan sandwich, and that was good, but it was a little expensive, and I just don't go there that often. So it's way on the other side of town for me, and they've got another place right down the street from me, Togo's, and to me that's a better deal. And I don't know, they got really good pastrami. That's the other thing about Jimmy John's is they don't have hot sandwiches. They don't have like hot roast beef or hot pastrami or meatball. Exactly, that's the other thing too. Unless you pay for that gargantuan one, then you got to pay like $15 or something. That's all stacked with all different meat. But we have a Jimmy John's, and we have we had another one. We got Jimmy John's and Jersey Mike's. That's the other one we've got. And then we've got Togo's, and then we've got a place called Beach Hut Deli. Yeah, they got rid of the Blimpies around here. And Quiznos kind of was no good, but now they've kind of gone under. And Subway is Subway. Yeah, it's better than Subway, and the only thing I don't like about Subway is now it's like just too expensive for what you get. Paying $8, $9 for a foot-long sandwich over there, that's a lot. I got that meatball sandwich, and it was like $9 for a foot long for meatballs. Yeah, it is too much. And I mean, they have their deal or whatever. You get the $6 6-inch sandwich on certain days, and you can get a deal. But nah, it's way expensive now. They went way up on their prices on Subway, because used to have $5 foot long, and that was a deal. If they bring it back, I'd probably go there more often. But yeah, and some of the places here, like you can go to the grocery stores, and they've got like delis, and you could have them make sandwiches there. And there's a couple other places here that are like local sandwich shops. Maybe I'll do a review on those. Oh, really? Well, is that the ones that they pre-make, and then they put them like out in the middle, or? Yeah, I think that's what they do. Because like late night, I'll go to Safeway, and they've got the sandwiches in the middle there, and it's like usually like tuna salad and yeah, Safeway tuna salad. It's got like roast beef, and like sure what that is. You get the lettuce on there. It's been sitting all day. Gets all soggy. And I've actually got I've got sandwiches from Walmart Market. And they've got like pre-made sandwiches over there. Well, yeah, I don't know. They seem to be expensive for me, but I don't know. Maybe in your area they're cheaper. I don't know. But then they got some other places around here go to get sandwiches. And I'm always have to find a good chip to go with it. But yeah, late night, when I go to Safeway late night and you try to get some munchies or stuff, and then they have sandwiches, and then they have the wraps and the other things in there like chicken nuggets and orange chicken and um, just all that pre-made deli food, kind of expensive. But I'd go there late night sometimes and I'd get stuff. Or like a frozen food, you get like the White Castle burgers or yeah, see we don't have a Ralph and we don't have a Vons, so we did long time ago. The one store that's just down the street from me, this is funny. When they originally built it back in 80, they built it from the ground up. It used to be a drive-through dairy over there. You can go get stuff from the dairy and you pull up there. It was actual dairy was right on the grounds there. You pull up and you get like, you can get a gallon of milk and ice cream and butter and all this stuff, and then a loaf of bread. You didn't even have to get out of your car. You just pulled up and they brought it to your car. And then they tore it down, and then they built the market over there. And it was Albertsons. It was very first Albertsons, and it was there for like a long time. Then they closed the Albertsons, and then they made it a Ralph's, and then they made it. It was Ralph's for a little while. Then they reopened it as Nob Hill. Yeah, actually I got two Lucky's in town. There's the one, yeah, Lucky stores. There's one here just down the road from me, and then there's one on the other side of town. And then if I go to another one in another town, it's Lucky's California, and they got a lot more than the other one here. That's where I find all my sodas. Oh, really? I'll have to go check that out. Yeah, they got all kinds of different sodas and chips and candies and that store. They got a lot of cool stuff. Then they even got one that's a frozen food by the pound, and it's like pre-made dinners. It's like risotto, and it's like ravioli, like mushroom ravioli and quinoa and chicken and fettuccine, and they're all in these big freezers, and you buy them by the pound. It's already frozen, and they've got them like in these little, you scoop them out with a scoop, and they're already ready to go. It's like those pre-made dinners that you get in the bags in the freezer, except these are, you pick how much you want. It's like $8 a pound, I think. I don't know. That's why I took those pictures there the other day. They had the really weird bacon and sausages. It was like boar bacon and boar sausages and venison steaks and ground buffalo. It was a lot of stuff, but they were all frozen. They were kind of pricey. It was like $8 for buffalo sausages, I think it was. Yeah, that's true. But all the healthy stuff never tastes good. Why does all the healthy stuff taste like crap? All the good stuff, yeah. I don't know. All the old stuff is. The healthy stuff's no good. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, fruits too. Fruit's good. A good fruit. Well, yeah. If that's all you eat after a little while, I guess it would start tasting good. But then every once in a while, once you break the diet, then the first thing you want to do is like something you've been craving, like a chocolate cake or cookies or something that you haven't been able to have. Like I know Dromar was they were in here the other night and they gave up soda and chips for Lent. And she said when they finally were able to have them again, they had like they had In-N-Out burger and then they had soda, and they said they hadn't had soda in like a month. They were like, "Oh, this is so good." So yeah, if you don't have anything for a while, it's really good. I know that's what happened to me one time when I was little. Well, I was like 17 and I had to have my wisdom teeth pulled. I had to have all four of my wisdom teeth pulled at one time. And I worked at a pizza parlor. And I had them pulled, but I couldn't eat any like solid food for like about a week after I had them pulled. I just had to have soup and pudding and jello and water. So I couldn't chew anything. And I worked at a pizza parlor, so I had to make the pizzas, but I couldn't eat them. No, it was a local place here. It was called Pinky's Pizza, but they closed it a long time ago. But the first thing I did when I was able to eat again, I went down to McDonald's and got like a Big Mac because I was like craving that. But yeah, I worked there for a little while. That was like, I don't know if you guys saw that story where I was talking about where I was working late at night and those guys called me up and wanted me to come pick them up because they hopped on the train and ended up in the next town. That's where I was working. It was late one night and I was closing up, and the idiots wanted me to go pick them up at 2 o'clock in the morning, like 30 miles away. Because they were stupid and they hopped on a train and they rode it to the next town. And then they got stuck because there was no train coming back that particular night or whatever. They called me and, "Dude, come pick me up. We're in Tracy. It's 2:30 in the morning. Come pick us up. We'll pay you $50. I'm like, "No way. I'm going home. Bye, guys. You're on your own." And they said they had to call a cab, and it cost them like $75 to get home. Because, 4 in at like 3 in the morning at that point, no one's home. No one's going to come pick them up. I'm surprised they even got a cab. So, yeah. Yeah, I used to work there, or we'd play late night. Me and my friend, we'd get a roll of quarters and we'd play the gauntlet game. All night long, we'd be playing Gauntlet. And then even at one point, we knew how to get into the machine, take like a butter knife. Hey, Freddie Farmington, take a butter knife and you pry the little panel open and then you rack up a bunch of credits. So yeah, those were the old days. 3 in the morning, we'd be playing Gauntlet in the closed down pizza parlor. Till 3 in the morning, drinking Jolt and Clearly Canadian and New York Seltzer and soda. Yeah, I'd be all hopped up on all that stuff all night playing Gauntlet. Oh, wow. That's kind of scary. Yeah, that would be scary. I don't know. I was always afraid when we were in there late night in the pizza parlor. We had to turn the lights off, but we'd be playing the video game, and like if the cops came driving through the parking lot and they saw something going on in there, they'd come in and try and bust us for robbing the place, Never happened. Yeah. I remember the one time, my one when I worked at this one computer center, the guy that was one of my bosses told me that he was working in a data center late at night, and it was like the weekend, and there was like no one else there. There was no supervisors or whatever. He was the only one there, and he was doing backups on thing, and something happened about the alarm didn't get set right or whatever, and the alarm went off and the police came in there and they had shotguns. They pulled the shotgun on him while he's like doing a backup or something. And then uh, they're like, freeze. And he's like, what are you talking about? They pulled their shotguns at him and said, freeze, dirtbag, you know. And he's like, what's a problem? And he's all, who are you? And he started smarting off to him and goes, I'm the Easter Bunny. Who are you? So we got to report that there's a burglary in progress in here. Da, 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 da. And he's like, I'm working the night shift here. And he said, well, I guess they couldn't get a hold of his boss or whatever. And so they didn't have anybody to verify for him. They took him to jail. And he had to call his boss at home at like 3 a.m. Say, guess what? I'm in jail. You need to come bailing me out. Ooh, man, that's rough. Oh wow, that'd be messed up having to deal with that. Yeah, it's terrible to see that kind of stuff happen. Yeah, never a good thing. I know I saw one was one of them was the world's dumbest criminals or something like that, and the guy broke into a liquor store through the ceiling, and when he was coming in there, he like was trying to get down there, and he like kind of fell and he knocked himself out for a little while, and then he was trying to get a keg, and then he was trying to get it out there, but like the windows had bars on it, and it was like unbreakable glass, and he couldn't get out because the doors were like locked. He couldn't get out, and then he couldn't climb back through the roof, so he was stuck in there. And the cops came by, and I guess they arrested him. And he's sitting on a keg in the middle of the liquor store. Cops came in, took him away. He didn't get nothing because he's stupid. Yeah. The new thing I've seen lately on the news is people are going up to like either gas stations or I don't know if it's like a bank or something else, and they take a truck and they chain the ATM and they rip it out of the wall, and then they drag the ATM down the street till it breaks open, I guess. Yeah, well, yeah, I don't know. But yeah, that's the thing now. They drive around with these ATMs chained to the back, dragging it down the street. And some of them, they said they took them, but they didn't have any money in them. So then they ended up getting busted for no money. You know, that happened one time when I was at that pizza parlor. Some kid, I guess that worked there, he decided to be real bright, and he did something where I think he made a duplicate of the key, or he left the back door kind of half unlocked one night, and he went in there and he took the receipts and the checks, and he tried to get away with them, and then something about he ended up being in the field, and he had to get rid of the register, the cash drawer, and ripped up all the checks, and they were all blowing through the field, and he ended up getting caught. Real bright guy. Although here's a good one for you guys. You're gonna laugh at this one. I told this story about the one guy, and that got thrown in the river. I don't know, maybe you guys didn't see that. The kids threw him in the river because he was smarting off, and it was like behind the creek. Well, this was the same guy that got me in all kinds of trouble. Well, after I stopped hanging around with him, I heard that what happened was this takes real brains. He worked at a McDonald's over here, and late one night, I guess when they closed up, and it was like 2 a.m, and they were I guess they were closing it up and cleaning it up or whatever. And he went in there. Well, apparently it was him. Kind of came out this way. He went to the McDonald's, and I guess he had a mask on or a hood or whatever, ski mask. And he offered them. He told the lady to give him the money, and he got the receipts or whatever. And he got out. I guess the friends were waiting in a car. Got the receipts, and then they got in the car, and I guess the lady, she called the cops. Well, these brilliant people drove across the street to a vacant parking lot with their car running and the lights on at 2 o'clock in the morning. And then I guess they were divvying up their loot or whatever right across the street. And the cops came over to get the report from the lady. And they see the car in the parking lot with its lights on at 2 in the morning. And what did they do? They went over to check it out. And here's the thieves with the receipts from the McDonald's, and they ended up getting arrested because they were too dumb to go somewhere else, to another town. Yeah, that was dumb. It's just like, okay, so yeah, they got busted, and yeah, so stupid people. Takes a brilliant mind to pull these things off. They don't think about it. Dumb criminals. Yeah, things like that happen though. I don't know. Throat's getting a little dry, so. This one's actually not too bad, this Bang. It's peach mango. It's actually pretty good blend. Not real sweet. It's pretty good. Give me a little bit of energy tonight. So I know tomorrow, well, today is Sunday. I know a lot of people are going to go see this Endgame. I don't know. You guys are big fans of those movies. A lot of people are going to go see it. Oh, this one's peach mango. Oh, you did see it already? Yeah, I'm not that big a fan of the superhero movies. Hey, Robert. I'll wait till it comes on cable. I'm not the biggest fan. I'm like 5 movies behind on that. I think the last one I saw was the second Avengers movie, was it? What was that? Did I see the second Avengers? Was it Infinity War or something like that? I think I saw that one. But I haven't seen any of the other ones I haven't seen. Yeah, I like those too. There's all those ones that have been coming out, like what's the other one? I saw the Iron Man. I like those. Yeah, that's what I was saying in Ian's stream today. Tonight's going to be the big Game of Thrones. It's going to be like a major battle, and everybody's going to die. I don't know. But I said they should call that one End Game of Thrones. It's going to be big. Age of Ultron. Okay, that's what it was. I saw that one. I didn't see Infinity War. That's how far behind I am. I didn't see Black Panther. I didn't see Aquaman. I didn't see anything. I think I watched that Batman versus Superman, and I watched Wonder Woman. But yeah, I've got the first 2 episodes and I haven't watched them yet. I haven't caught up with it. So I love them too, and I still got the cookies. I got the Oreo cookies, and I was just in the store. They didn't have any more, so I don't know. Maybe Maybe it was limited and they sold them out. I don't know. I've got so many things I've got to catch up on to watch. Yeah, well, there's other ways. Hey, Rebecca C. There are other ways. Like I was just, Sarah did a live stream today, and she got to see it from her home because she had knee surgery. She was able to get, a hold of a copy and watched it. So there are ways. There's ways around it. Yeah, it would be Captain Caveman. You know, they need to do another Flintstones. Oh no, he's back. Tazzy's back. Yeah, thanks. Found these. What was I looking at? Oh, I was gonna get I was looking into some stuff on Amazon. Yogi Bear, they already did that movie and it wasn't that great. I loved the Flintstones too. I loved Fred, Bronto Burger. You guys remember that one episode when they went into business for themselves and they bought a diner? Oh, I was gonna get some stuff on Amazon. They have like different things for these things like it was like Martian eyeballs that lit up and a Fez from Doctor Who and a couple other things because I actually got I was in Kayla's. I was in Kayla's stream the other night and I got a $25 gift. I got a $25 gift card from Amazon. She had her 1,000 sub drawing, and I was the one that was the winner, and she sent me a $25 Amazon card. So, ack. Yeah. No, but they bought the restaurant, and they like the guy was telling them, so you got to get your order for it. You got to get a ton of Brontosaurus burgers, 2 tons of Bronto buns, and half a ton of parsley. And he's like, "What's the parsley for?" "To throw away." It's like, okay, we'll get the 1 ton of Bronto burgers, 1 ton of buns, and a half a ton of parsley to throw away. And then Wilma and Betty came out. They're singing, "Here we come on the run with the burger on a bun, with a dab of Coke on the side." Da, 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 da. How did it go? Something because we build our own dill pickles. Grind. Oh, thank you, Rebecca. Yeah. Or the one where Superstone, bee hee hee ha ho. Yeah, I'm hip. I'm hip. Bee hee hee ha ho. Superstone. Or the one where the Pebbles and Bam Bam were singing. Oh, I gotta try to remember how that went. Oh boy. Let the sun shine in. That was it. Yeah, exactly. Let the sun shine in. How did it go? Oh, something. Let the sun shine in. Mommies never lose, and daddies never win. So let the sun shine in. Da da da. Let the sun shine in. There you go. I don't remember all the words. It's been a while since I've seen it. Hey, you know, I can't remember all the words. I know it was something about mommies always win. Mommies never lose and daddies always win. So let the sun shine in. Da, 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 da. Yeah, they used to have a Flintstone soundtrack, and that was one of the ones on the Flintstone soundtrack. Okay, Outlaws, take it easy. Have fun at the show. Well, it's today, but later today. So, yeah. Thanks for stopping by. And nothing's been going on with the cats, so they're all they're chilling for now. No cat fights, so we're all good. So, yeah. Thanks for stopping by. Yep. Oh, just 88. I don't know. I don't know if Funko. I think Funko was here, but I think she might have gone. Um, when I was in the stream earlier, I asked her. She made an announcement, and she was saying they were joking around saying that she was gonna have babies. She was pregnant, and that was her announcement was a PO box, and I was. Everybody was saying, "Is she pregnant?" And I just put in there. I said, "Are you gonna have octuplets?" So I thought it was funny. So you're gonna have octuplets 8888. So there you go. That was for you. Yeah. Hey, Zazak Galore, how's it going? Yeah, 8 babies would be bad. Especially for her. Because she's kind of tiny, you know? Uh-oh. Tazzie's back. Tazzie, why do you do this to me? No, she just laughed. Oh, okay. Where are you? Where are you, cat? Tazzie. Come here. Yeah, she didn't. He's on the. Now he's rolling around the floor here. Come on, you gonna come up here again? He was on the table earlier. Come on. You're gonna go. Yes, I have a cat. I have 2 cats. One's sleeping up there, and one's rolling around over here, bugging on me, rubbing on my feet, and he's, you know, doing his thing. He got up on the table earlier. Tazzie, come on. Come on, Taz. He's over here. He's purring and rolling on the floor and rubbing on my feet. Come on. You gonna go up here or not? The last couple days, he's been getting into the stream. He gets up on the table and he sits up on the table. Come on. Come here. Well, cat. Here, you want to get up here or not? Tazzie. Come on. I don't know. He's rolling around there. Zelda? That's cool. Yeah, I've got Ziggy is sleeping and Tazzie is at my feet. He's rolling around. He wants pets and he wants attention. You've got treats on the floor over there. Go eat them. Then sometimes they get in fights late at night. Yeah, well, Tazzie's 8 and Ziggy's 7. So see, you like Tazzy because he's 8. You don't like Ziggy because he's 7. 'Cause 7 always comes before 8. Yeah. Wow, that's good. I used to have a cat before I got these two. He was his name was Bart. He lived till he was 18. So yeah, I know. I had uh I had Bart for 18 years, and yeah. So he was a good cat. Come on. Bart was orange and white cat. He had many lives. I think he did all his 9 lives. He was a tough old dude. He was missing for one time for a month and a half. We don't know what happened to him. He thought he died. Then all of a sudden one day he showed up. And I don't know if he was like locked in someone's garage or off somewhere, and he found his way back. He was all skinny and dirty. Missing for a month and a half. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know what happened. No, he was orange and white with like patches, kind of like orange patches on white. Yeah, so and he was yeah, that guy was cool. Bart was a cool cat. Yeah, I had him a long time. No, my it was orange and white. Yeah, I don't know what he did. And then there was one time he was gone for like a week and a half. I think he was like hanging out at someone else's house. But they were used to be out. He used to be an outdoor cat. These guys are indoor. So, while they're different, it was like there was there was a routine. George Carlin did a routine on how cats and dogs are different, and it's like cats are different than dogs. So I'm not saying they're better. I'm saying they're different. Dogs have eyebrows. Cats don't. Got a bunch of stuff sticking up out of their eyes. Yeah. So yeah, it's a whole different story with the cats and the dogs. Hey Hardens, how's it going? Thanks for stopping in. I was just kind of talking with people. We're just kind of hanging out. It's a pretty quiet night tonight. And yeah, nothing real major. And I think it's because it's the weekend and other people are off doing whatever, and that's okay. Oh, I'm sorry, I must have missed it. I got distracted by Tazzy. He was bugging me. So sorry if I missed you coming in here, having to pet him and take care of all that. Sometimes I miss stuff. But yeah, I may go for lunchtime. I might go to McDonald's. Yeah, I might go to McDonald's and I'll get the Happy Meal. They've got a end game Happy Meal, and you got little characters from the movie. So I might go get that. Because the other day Ian went there and he had a character from it. It's like a little container of French fries, and it's like a cheeseburger or McNuggets. Yeah, I like animals too. I've just never been a real dog person. Some dogs are okay, but I don't know. Cats are different. Oh, okay. Now he's over there. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. He's moving. Oh no, he sat back down. I thought I thought Ziggy was gonna come down off the thing and come over here and start a fight, but no, he's went back to sleep. Yeah, they do. But sometimes, like my cats, they get a little bit pushy. When they want their food, they want their food. Yeah, Endgame Happy Meals. I'm probably gonna go get one tomorrow. Just why not? I still have a somewhere around there. I've got a Minion toy from a Happy Meal that I got a while back. Yeah, well, and they have their own personalities too. It's like you can leave a cat, for a little while, and if you leave a dog and you walk out of the room and you come back in, the dog's all hyper again. Yeah, it's okay. I know what you're saying. I don't take off for spelling. It's cool. So yeah. You did? I'm not. I'm just not that interested in it. So I don't think they are. Somebody said that I think it was Shake Shack was doing a Dragon Fire milkshake. I don't know if it's still out or if it was only for like the opening day of the season or something. I'm not either. I mean, I'll watch the movies if they're on, but I'm not gonna go run out, and I don't want to pay $15 to go watch it. So yeah, I won't be going and doing all that. I've got other things to do. Yeah, I used to like those. What I liked was back in the old days. I liked the. I was a nerd, so I like Dungeons and Dragons comic books and all the fantasy novels and stuff like that. Oh, okay, see, there you go, even more. Yeah, but that's never going to be a $5 deal on that. Hey, going on, Grumpy? How's it going? Yeah, I have a bunch of magazines like Dragon magazines, and I've got my Dungeons and Dragons that I found out there. Hey, Into the Bush. How's it going? Rush, I think it was. I couldn't really tell. Oh yeah, and I showed these earlier. Some of you guys weren't here for these. I went. I was in the garage, Hardens, and did you see? I put up on my community. Did you see what I put up on there earlier today? I don't know if you happened to glance at it. If you happen to glance, I um, put up my Highlander poster, the one that I have in my bathroom. I was talking about that the other night. Oh, no, it's okay. No problem. But yeah, I put my Highlander poster up there, and I was in my yeah. You can go look at it later. But I was in my looking in the garage, and I found these in a bag. Um, Still got the staples on it. But I had a Commodore 64. It's dating. That's totally dating me there, but I used to have a Commodore 64 and I played the video games. And I found these. These were from Ultima. This is Ultima 3. See, Ultima 3. This was a map that came with the game. It's like a cloth map. And then I got this other one. I bought a set. This one's Ultima 6. There's a map for the game. And then Ultima 4. And then this one's Ultima 5. See, these were cloth maps from the game. You got it like in the box. Yeah, I used to have them hanging in my room. But I don't have the game system anymore. I don't have the games, but still have the maps. So that's cool. That was like the first adventure games. Yeah, and I think they came with a coin too, but I don't think I have the coin anymore. So, and then I found, okay, and guys, don't go call, I was telling the guys, don't go calling the cops on me or reporting me to anybody. But I found these, and there I had these hanging in my room. Well, here, I'll show you this first one because it's not that bad. But I used to have these hanging in my room. Canadian flag. I had the United States flag, but I don't know where I put it. But I have a Canadian flag, and so I had that one. And here's the one I don't want you guys calling the cops on me. Because, no, I am not. I have an old Russian flag. Yeah, see, here you go. It's just a flag, and I just put it on there. I used to have them hanging in my room. Yeah, beauty, eh? Yeah, so I had the Russian flag, I had the Canadian flag, and then I had the United States flag. I don't know where I put the United States flag. I think I had it somewhere else in another box. But then, yeah, I used to have those hanging. It was cool because I had them angled. I had half of it on the ceiling and half of it on the wall. Back in the USSR, yeah. And these I bought them, like on the weekends, there was some guy that was like parked on the side of the road. There was like a fence and he had these hanging from the fence. It was like, all the Mexico flag, Portugal, Spain, all the different flags and all the ones like that. I didn't lose it. I just think it's in another box. And I bought that one when I went to Hawaii. See, there you go. I'm starting trouble. I bought that one when I went to Hawaii, and it was actually flown on the Arizona Memorial. They had a thing where you could buy these things, and they would raise them on the Arizona Memorial, and it would have like the day that they did that. It had like a certificate. And it was actually cloth map. These are kind of like, fabric. It's not real, like, cotton. Well, I think when I bought these back in, like, the 80s, I think they were like $5 a piece. But then the one I bought in Hawaii was like, I think I paid like $25 for it in Hawaii. And then I went to Hawaii in like 84, I think is when I went. So yeah, I've had them for a while. These have been sitting in a box. With all my other, I had DVDs and VHS. Yeah, they probably did. But yeah, I found a bunch of stuff in the. Oh yeah, and I found this one too, guys. This was the other thing I found. You guys remember these? I think the guy just had all different kind of flags, and um, they were like $10 a piece, or three for like 25, I think it was, or something. You know, it's just some guy on the side of the road. He had all the different flags, and but yeah, this one I got. This one I bought years ago. This was an anti-skip model. You could put it in your car. I had the cassette adapter. Hey Kayla, how's it going? So yeah, I was found these out there. I don't have a power cord to it, but I probably could get one, and I don't have earphones to it. But and this comes with a little batteries on here too. It's a rechargeable batteries. I didn't have a van. Oh, the guy with the flags, yeah, he did have a van. He just pulled on the side of the road and sold them out of the back of the van. It was like by the freeway, and it was just hanging from the fence. Yeah, I think I paid. This isn't Sony. This is Fisher. This is a Fisher Discman, and I think back in the 80s when I bought this, I think it was like 75 bucks. Yeah, exactly. That's what it was. And I think if I remember right, yeah, it was a van on the side of the road, or maybe it was a van down by the river. I live in a van down by the river. I'm a motivational speaker, and I live in a van down by the river. Yeah. Yeah, you can't kid it. Yeah, back in the 90s or the late 80s. Yeah, 75 bucks for a thing. And I think I had a I had a Walkman. It wasn't a Sony Walkman, it was a Sanyo Walkman, or a Sanyo stereo. It was actually a lot bigger than the cassette one. Yeah, I think they probably did, and or he had the carpeting in the back and the little bubble windows. Yeah, they had the little bubble windows in the back, and they usually had like something painted on the side, like a sunset or a. They had the ones, the Aztec Warrior. Or a racing stripe like the A-Team van. Hi, Tazzy. You're back again, huh? He's back. Are you going to come up here or not? I'm not going to mess with you now. I'm trying to talk to people. He's bugging me. Yeah. They used to have the things on the side, or like, if you guys remember, I think it was Cheech and Chong Up in Smoke. He had to fix his van, and then he put the fur carpeting in the front, and the little chain steering wheel, and the little dog with the head that went like that. And then the little pipes on the side. Well, no, but they had another one. It was their own van, but he says, "Oh, my van doesn't look right." He turned it into a lowrider, and he switched the steering wheel and put the little fuzzy balls up on top. And oh yeah, all the hippie paint job, and like the peace symbols and the flowers and all that. Usually it was like orange. What did he say? What do you say, Kayla? Why did you time him out? I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know why she timed you out. Relationship, I don't know. Oh, okay. All right. Well, I don't know. Let him come back in a little bit. Sorry. Got timed out, I guess. Yeah, I don't know how that. I don't know what's going on with that. Maybe she tapped it or something. I don't know. Tapped it by mistake. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, sometimes this is kind of glitchy, and you don't mean to do it or whatever, and taps on it wrong. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what happened. Why it timed him out. I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised. Oh, and you guys, okay, well, yeah, I don't know what's going on. Who knows things? And yeah, some of you guys that weren't here earlier. Oh, Tezzy, stop it! I found these in the grocery store. I'm going to do a review on these. These were kind of cool. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I found these in the grocery store. They're kind of cool. This one's called Spicy Watermelon. It's a it's an energy drink. It's a cool bottle. And then I found this one, Mango Apricot. They're cool bottles. And they have one. It's hydration. It's mango apricot. I don't know. Maybe you hit something wrong. Oh, there's Tazzy. And then this one's a spicy watermelon hydration. And these were on closeout, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to find them again. They're on sale for like $1.48. They were like normally like $2.50 or something. Oh, Tazzy. Now he's up on the table now. Why do you do this all the time? He's going to sit on the table now. Okay, there we go. So here's Tazzy. Say hi to Tazzy, people. There's Tazzy. Tazzy. Where are you going? No, see, Ziggy's up there sleeping. And Tazzy's up here bugging. See, he's going there. Trying to get into my wallet again. Yeah, so there we go. Yeah, see, he's gonna. Yeah. Hey, no problem, Jim. Yeah. I've been having fun on the late night streams, even though, it's late and it's been kind of rough. I don't know. He's just weird. Now he's on the edge of the table over here, so he's like, I don't know. He late at night he gets weird. No, I don't. I think it was just maybe she just tapped something wrong. I don't know. When you're picking up your phone, you hit something. I don't. It happens. I've had that happen to me before. Don't worry about it. It's okay. It's all good. We're all friends now. No, this Tazzy sniffs everything. When I get a bag from the grocery store and I put it on the table, he has to smell it to see if there's anything good in it. Or if, you know, I put something on the table, he's got to smell it and see if if it's good. He's just a weird cat. Yeah. If I go to the grocery store, he's got to smell it, check it out, see if it's good, see if there's anything he wants in there. But that's a cat for you. They're always getting into stuff. Yeah, I don't know. They were on closeout, so I don't think they're gonna be there again. I might have to go back and get more. They only had these 4 flavors. Yeah. Well, we had a little bit of trouble with that earlier. Yeah, there was a bunch of issues, and Jason Callan was in here earlier. Yeah, it does. Yeah, he came in and apologized for this, you know, problem that I've been having. I don't know if I've tried that, but yeah, and these apparently these are only 15 calories. They're sparkling water. So I don't know. Find them out. And then yeah. Actually I tried this earlier. I got the mango peach bang. So I'm actually drinking that one. Hi Jim. Thanks for stopping by. Have a good night, and I'll catch you on the next one. I don't know how long I'm going to be on tonight. Maybe another half hour or so. No, Ziggy is sleeping. Ziggy is up, asleep up here. There is Ziggy. You can see, he's asleep there. He's not doing anything, and Tazzy's right here on the table. There's Tazzy. Tazzy, say hi. You don't want energy drink. See, there he goes again. Wandering around the table. Oh, this long thing, it's a step ladder. That's a step ladder. That's a cat tree with all the toys hanging in it. That's the litter boxes. And yeah. That's a chair that I don't use anymore. That's my modem. And I got a pressure cooker in there, and that's about it. Yeah, I know this is actually, it's a that one's it's a step ladder, and it's just folded up. I've got the thing on a tripod. There's a bookcase over there, and then there's a vacuum cleaner. All their toys are hanging out of the bottom there. So yeah, that's a tree. Yeah, so that's it. You know, I'll just give you a real quick look. If you want to see It's kind of dark in there. You can't see the real detail, but I'll show you this for a second. If you look over here, there's an old picture. That's my mom, me, and my sister. I don't think you're going to be able to see it real. It's not real clear because it's far away, but now that's a reflection of that's a reflection of here. See him waving. Yeah, that's it. Now Tazzy's just sitting in the corner here. He's quiet, aren't you? No, that would be real scary, especially since it's a backyard. I don't want people coming into my backyard because it's got fence. It's got a fence around it. And I've got a house behind me, a house on the right, and a house on the left. So I don't think too many people would come through the backyard, at least here. But you never know. Yeah, this is a backyard. I'm in the kitchen, and the garage is behind me. That's where this door leads to. And that's the backyard, and then the rest of the house is off over there. Yeah, that's always good. I wish I was real handy with that, but I'm not handy with that. I used to do some stuff in wood shop, but that's all I did. I didn't really do much in wood shop. I made it a stand for my Atari. I made a stand for my Atari system, and then a little shelf for the cassette games on top. Made that in wood shop. Yeah, you know, that's the thing around here now lately. A lot of people have to have surveillance cameras in their backyards and in their front yards because there's a lot of problem people around here, like they're package thieves, and you know, people are always coming through here. So people have they started putting in security cameras in their backyard and in their front yards or in their driveway. Yeah. Because we get kids that come around and they like to, you know, mess stuff up. Yeah, that's true. You could do that. Okay, well. Yeah. But usually it's pretty quiet on this street where I live. Yeah, you can. I think you can. I think you're okay now. I don't know what happened. Something got hit wrong. Sorry about that. And it doesn't let, I don't know, it wouldn't let me do the unblocking or whatever. I don't know. Sometimes I don't think I can untime people out on here. I don't know. Oh, yeah, that's kind of scary. Hmm. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, I'm not a horror fan. I can't get into that horror stuff. I think it's always kind of corny. It never really scared me. You know, like I think I kind of gave up when I watched one of the Friday the 13th. It's like part 3 or something. And yeah, it was like they put the weed whacker on somebody. Oh, you did? the pickle ice or pickle dickle. Who knows? That might trend. I don't know. Pickle dickle. Hashtag pickle dickle. That was too funny. I don't know. Got goofy on that one. You know, it's funny because like when I was editing that earlier today, I had forgotten that I said that because I filmed it like a couple weeks ago. And I've got videos in there that I filmed them. I haven't gone and edited them yet. And then when I go through and edit them, I remember, okay, I had a funny part in there or a blooper or something. So yeah, it's always a surprise when I go back to edit. It's like, whoa, okay. Maybe that was it. Maybe that was it. I don't remember. I just saw him pull out the weed whacker and it had the saw blade on it, and I went, okay, that's it. No more. Yeah. Yeah, after he did that, I was like, no, I don't want to watch this anymore. It's too corny. It's too out there. I didn't even watch the one where he went into space. Jason in space was what was it? Friday the 13th part 10 or something. Jason in space. I was like, yeah, gonna have a killer go in space on a space station and kill people. Uh-huh. It's like, okay. Yeah, exactly. He was running out of things to kill people with after about the third or fourth movie. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't even watch some of the newer ones or Jason versus Freddy or you know, they just got too way too corny for me and I never was scared by that stuff, so never got into it. Yeah. Bro, what was the one Jason Takes Manhattan where he comes out of the water? Yeah, sci-fi. Oh, really? That's cool. Yeah, Robert Englund, yeah. I remember Robert Englund when he was in V. Remember that series that they had? And then, well, first it was a movie, then it was a series. Yeah. It was just way too far fetched. And then there was like one where he came back to life because he got struck by lightning in the grave or something. I don't know. I couldn't remember some of them. Oh yeah, the lizard aliens and the. Then they brought the series back, but it was only on for like 2 seasons. And they brought the original Diana, and then she ended up getting killed in the new version of it. And it was just getting good, and they canceled it. Hmm. Well, that was kind of cool. Yeah, he always seemed kind of weird. He was in a bunch of other shows too. Hmm. Okay. Yeah, they had. Yeah, he was in a couple other ones. He was like in Married with Children and a couple other ones. He played the devil in Married with Children. That was it. Okay. Yeah, they just came up with the far-fetched ideas to bring these people back. It's kind of like the Highlander thing. And they brought the one at the end and the lightning hit the sword and it was like, is that going to really bring him back or what? And they made the really bad sequels. Yeah, okay, that's it. I don't remember all the plot lines from them, but okay, yeah, part 6. Jason Lives, Jason Takes Manhattan, Jason in Space, Jason. I don't know. Do you know Tazzy? No, you don't know. Okay. He's just looking at me. That's cool. He's sitting on the table just looking at me. Funny. Okay, good night, Gene Mark. Have a good one. Thanks for stopping by. Okay, yeah, New Blood, yeah. I seem to kind of remember them. Then they had all the other weird. I never watched the ones the Saw movies and the I Know What You Did Last Summer and what was the other ones? Yeah, Jason Goes to Hell. I mean, what were the writers thinking? It's like, it's kind of like um, the Ernest movies. Ernest goes to camp. Ernest goes to jail. Ernest saves Halloween. Ernest Scared Stupid. Yeah, exactly. They just put him out and slap the title on him. I love Mr. Bean. I love Mr. Bean. He cracks me up. I watched him all the time. Actually, there's a YouTube channel out there. It's called Mr. Bean. I think you could subscribe to it. It's got like, a whole lot of subscribers, like maybe like 1 million. They run 24-hour clips of the Mr. Bean series and shows and stuff, best of them. So you could go on there and watch the episodes of Mr. Bean. Yeah, that probably would be. I always loved Rowan Atkinson. He's funny. Yeah, he probably does. He's a little strange guy anyway. I liked the first movie. The second movie was okay. Mr. Bean's Holiday was not as good as Mr. Bean, but oh, he did, huh? Okay. Yeah, I remember all those old ones. Comedy series. I like the BBC ones, the English comedies, like Mr. Bean, Are You Being Served? Um, some of those other ones, comedies, Faulty Towers, all those old ones. But yeah, those always crack me up. Okay, yeah. I don't know. I'd have to go back and look what ones they had. I'm still waiting for the Highlander reboot to come out, but I haven't heard much about it. There it was for a while, going to be coming back, but I haven't heard anything about it since like 2008. I think it was. Okay. Yeah. They get some of them, then they are going to redo them. They were actually supposed to do a. Yeah, it's true. You can't. But then they were actually going to be doing. They were going to be doing a trilogy after that last one, Highlander: The Source. But that sucks so bad that they abandoned all the rest of the scripts. It was going to be a trilogy. And the Highlander: The Source was a made-for-TV movie on Sci-Fi, and it was like the worst movie ever. Really sucked. Sucked. Yeah, Endgame was okay. And then The Source was horrible. Even the style that they did it in was horrible. I mean, it was like comical. Okay, thanks. Have a good night. Go charge your phone up and get some rest. Yeah, I don't know how much longer I'll be on, maybe another half hour or so, hanging out with you guys. Yeah, it did. I saw it on Sci-Fi and watched it on there, and yeah, it's okay. It's okay, Kayla. I don't, just hit a wrong button. It's okay. It's all good. He came back. But yeah, that was a real stinker movie. Hate when they do that. Usually after the first sequel, that's the one I don't watch them because they're pretty bad usually. Only very few movies the sequels are any better. The only ones that I think that were better or as good as the original one, there I could probably count like a handful of them. Yeah, the Godfather and the Godfather 2, those were good. The Karate Kid 2 I thought was better than the Karate Kid, but then the third one stunk. And then the Lethal Weapon ones the later ones were actually pretty good. The like Lethal Weapon 2 and 3. Yeah, I don't understand why they did that. It was a whole big mess. And I actually saw, after they did the movie, I saw they had the props from the movie on eBay. You can get like the glasses the one guy had and the statue of that weird dude. Yeah, Alien, yeah, the second Alien was okay. Then it started getting weird. Yeah, right after that Highlander the Source came on, they had an auction. It was on eBay, and it was like the little Guardian statue and the little glasses that were like the virtual reality glasses the one guy had, and a couple other things. I don't know if they're still on there or not, but they had it. Oh yeah, Prometheus. Yeah, I didn't even watch some of those. I didn't watch Alien versus Predator or a couple of the other newer ones. I couldn't get. I didn't watch them. I liked I liked Spaceballs when they did the spoof on the alien popping out of that guy's chest. That was funny. They were in the diner and it was the special of the day, and the guy from Alien was in there and the thing popped out of his chest and did a little song and dance. Okay, well. Do you guys remember? Maybe this is something that's a little bit old for me. I think his name was H.R. Greer or something like that. And he was like an artist and he drew these alien looking creatures. It was like artwork and stuff like that. And I remember playing a game and it was like they were these alien looking creatures. It's like an adventure game and you had to. I think that was what his name was. They had artwork books. Yeah, the artwork books, and it was like all the alien funky looking things. They were like usually with eggs and little serpents and snakes and whatnot. The one that I really liked was I used to get a calendar every year for Christmas or for my birthday. Guy's name was he drew fantasy. He drew fantasy artwork, and his name was oh boy, what was it? I'll think of it. Boris Vallejo or something like that. Yeah, that was it. And he would draw like he drew pictures of like the big buff bodybuilder types, and they had like the swords, and then like the Amazon women, and dragons and all that. They used to have the calendars of them. They're really cool. They had real good artwork on them. And then usually the women were like scantily clad with like, crowns on and all that stuff. Yeah, it was kind of like heavy metal. Yeah, sort of like that. But they were like dragons and swords and all that. I used to get that every year. Heavy metal. That was another was the animated cartoon. Great Nyborg, man. I love that. I love that one. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I think that's what. I think that was it. I don't know. I have to go and look, and then I think he stopped making the calendars after a while. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Uh-oh. Oh, you going back to sleep again? Ziggy got up for a minute. I thought he was going to come down here again. Boris. Yeah, that's it. Boris Vallejo, maybe. I don't know how to pronounce it, but yeah, he is a good artist. I used to like him, all his old artworks. And after I got the calendars, I cut them out and I put them like on the all around my room. I used to have a pimped out room back when I was when I was younger. I had the flag and all these maps up there. I had that calendar on there. I had black lights. I had a flicker light, glow in the dark posters with the fuzzy things and stuff and the fluorescent lights. And then yeah, turn out the lights, turn on the fluorescent, and then you turn out the lights and turn on the black lights, and then the posters would glow. Used to get them at Spencer Gifts. The black velvet and fluorescent posters that they had with like optical illusions and all the swirly things. Yeah, they're like vampire bats or, like demons, and then usually the hero is like got a big old axe or a sword, look like Conan. So those were the ones, yeah. Used to have all that. I had a water bed in my room when I was little. Had a water bed with the wooden frame. I had that, and I had it all. I had it all worked out, man. Back in the day, I had my room all decked out. The I had the dual cassette AM/FM turntable and speakers on the wall. Yeah, speakers on the wall on shelves, and then I could hear everything down. And I had like a TV in the corner. It's a little dinky TV too, but yeah, it's not like that anymore though. But back in the old days, I had all that stuff in there. But yeah, I unpimped my room when I went away to college, so no more pimping room. Yeah, and I probably couldn't show the one poster that I had way back in the day. That was yeah, I can. Well, I remember I had the one, and it was guys remember the old days when you get the posters, and they had like the Farrah Fawcett poster where she had the bikini, her famous bikini poster. It was like sold like a million copies, and then they had like Cheryl Tiegs and all that stuff. Well, I had one. You get them at like Spencer Gifts or whatever. You had to look through them. And the one I had was a girl. She was in a car wash and she had a wet T-shirt on, soaping up a car. Yeah, well. Yeah, it was like red, and I think she had like a flower in her hair. That was like sold a million copies of it or something like that. And they had Cheryl Tiegs, and I think there was a couple other ones, but Charlie's Angels, all those old posters. Yep, it was a one-piece swimsuit, and it was like a red swimsuit, and you could tell how cold she was. Not the way I could say it. Yeah, that was old time, man. They had all kinds of stuff like that. And I remember the Cheryl Tiegs one. She had a pink two-piece on. That was like the back in the days when all the teenagers, and that was like that was the thing. Okay, well, yeah, maybe there was another one that I think there was Cheryl Tiegs, and then there was another one. I thought she had a pink bikini, and then she had her thumb on the bottom, underneath the strap of the bottom. I think, I don't know. I could probably look it up and find the exact picture I'm thinking of. No, the first Bond girl was Ursula Andress. That's who you're thinking of, I think. Ursula Andress was in the first Doctor. She was in Doctor No, and she had the white bikini. But Cheryl Tiegs was from Charlie's Angels. And I think I remember getting that poster when I went to the fair. Went to the fair, and they had the carnival games where you water balloon and all that. And then they had one, and all it was a booth, and they had posters on the wall, and you got, for like $1, I think, you got a dart, and if you threw the dart and it stuck in one of the posters, you got the poster. All you had to do is make the dart stick. So, and those posters maybe cost them like 10 cents or something. Yeah, Jacqueline Smith, and Jacqueline Smith, Farrah Fawcett, and Kate Smith? Kate Smith, yeah, okay. I can't remember. I think I'm getting tired. I can't. Yeah. I don't know. I think I kind of liked Farrah Fawcett because of the blonde thing or whatever, but the hair. I liked what she was in Logan's Run. That was kind of cool. That was a good movie. Logan's Run, if you ever watched that one. I wish I would have kept it. I had it somewhere. It was a blueprint book of all the weapons from the old sci-fi movies, and one of them was like the Logan's Run, the little Sandman pistol, and then they had the Space 1999, the little staple gun thing, and then they had blueprints of the lightsabers, and then Battlestar Galactica, their blasters, and then trying to remember some of them. Star Trek Phaser, and the Universal Translator, and a couple other ones, the ray guns from Star Trek. They had all that stuff, and they were like the blueprints to the weapons. Those were cool. Hey Arun, Bharat TV, how's it going? We're just going over old stuff. But yeah, well, that was before. This was back from the original series. They didn't have that whole blade thing in the original series. They had the Klingon disruptors were the only ones they had. But then they made the Batless and the other ones in the next gen. But yeah, I had it from. I went to a Star Trek convention back in like '82, I think it was, and I got all those books there. It was like the um, technical manual, Star Trek technical manual, and it had like it was cool because it had like all the different ships from the Star Trek universe, and there were classes and stuff that weren't actually in the series, but they were like in the books, all different things and names of them. Yeah, I'm a Trekkie. I'm a big Trekkie. I still love all the old stuff. I had the pins. Um, I had a members only jacket. It was black, and it had the little lapels. And I put the pins from Star Trek on there. And I went to a Star Trek convention with it, and I had a communicator badge on it. When you tap the communicator, it would tweet. You know, it's like, beam me up, Scotty. Yeah, black members only jacket. Oh, this one was cool. When I was a little kid, I was like about 5 years old. My mom got me a like a yellow rust colored tank top, and it had like the black trim on it. And she found one of the Star Trek patches, and she either sewed it on or ironed it on to the shirt, so it looked like it was a Star Trek. It was a Star Trek shirt, and I wore that for a while. That was cool. Yeah, and they had two toys from back in the day. One was it was supposed to be like a phaser, and it was a little disc gun. They had a little plastic disc that you shot out, and then they had the other one was like a supposed to be like the phaser, and it had the little twirly tops where you shot them, and then they twirled around like little helicopter blades. Yeah, I had those when I was real young. And I think I actually had the plastic communicator, and it was on the belt, but it didn't. I don't think it did anything. I think it just flipped up, but it didn't make noise. I had the Playmate toys that they ran the the phasers and the communicators that actually lit up and did things. And I had like I think I had the tricorder and the phaser. Yeah, that was the old ones. But then they came out with the new ones where the little action figures were on the. Oh, okay, that's kind of cool. Um, I had the model of the C3PO. It was like a plastic model. And then I had, I think I made this R2D2 model, and then I had the other one that was cool was I had the Star Trek. It was a model of the three ships. It was a Klingon bird of prey, uh, um, Romulan bird of prey, Klingon battle cruiser, and I think the Enterprise. And it was like all on one stand, and there was all three of them. For some reason, I painted them yellow. Guess that's the only paint that I had. I don't know. Yeah. That was a while ago. But yeah, I had all that stuff when I was little. You know, I was geeky. I was a sci-fi nerd. Had all those things. I went to the conventions. You know, and all that. I had this. I had for a while on my wall that was in my room. The other thing I had was a poster. It was the Star Trek Enterprise blueprints, and it was like all different sheets, and it was all the deck plans of the Star Trek Enterprise. And then I had two posters that was pretty cool. One was it was a poster, and it said "The Face of the Future," and it had the moon, and it had the flag printed on the flag planted on the moon, and it had Neil Armstrong's first footprints on the moon, and it was all reflected in a astronaut's helmet, and it had the Enterprise coming at you. Yeah, it did. And then I had another one. I gotta find it. I know I have it here somewhere. I'll have to find it for the next stream. I bought this one because I had a poster, and it says, and I got one. It's a little mini poster, but I had a full size one, and it says all I needed to know in life I learned from Star Trek, and it was like certain sayings from there. Yeah, and it was like all the enemies. You know, you got to be careful of enemies. They can often be cloaked. Never, you know, never feed a tribble. Stuff like that. It's like always set your phaser to stun. All these other things. But yeah, it's a whole thing. I think, you know, I got it over there somewhere, but I'll have to go. I'll look for it later. But it was kind of cool. Trouble with Tribbles, yeah, that was one of my favorite ones. I like the one with Spock and Kirk where they were fighting. They had the giant, how was it, the giant fish hook thing? Yeah. No. Nope. Not a Star Trek fan at all. Those are my fame. Amok Time. They always used to play the fighting music. Kirk and Spock would get into it. You knew that was going to be good when they started that corny music. Hey, Jason Childers, how's it going? Part where he's remember the music, the fight music, and it dun 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 dun. Bum 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 bum. And then they'd have the fight. Dun, da, da, da. Then it would go to commercial. I remember my local channel that ran Star Trek. They would have a commercial, and it was like real dramatic, and they had clips from the thing, and it was like, you know, Star Trek is on Channel 2 every day at 5 o'clock. And it's like, and it was like, Star Trek is on at 5 o'clock. So I've got to, what was the thing? It was, Scotty was like, I've got to have 30 minutes. It's like, you can have more than 30 minutes on Channel 2. Star Trek's on for a whole hour. And then they had like, Kirk was hanging up, and he's all like, if my death is to have any meaning, at least tell me what I'm dying for. Well, Star Trek is on at 5 o'clock on every weekdays on Channel 2. So yeah. Yeah, he was. He had lost a finger too. That was a part of the thing. He was missing, I think it was his right hand. He was missing one of his fingers. Yeah, Scotty was cool. Got to have 30 minutes. Yeah, they did. There was a couple episodes where they kind of showed it, and then they had to like kind of redo it. It was like the one was Day of the Dove, where he had the Scottish claymore, and he had the cup that covered his hand, and every time you saw him like on the bridge, he had his hands kind of curled under, or when he did the transporter, so you couldn't see. Guess they didn't like to show that, or he'd have his hand hidden by the armrest or something. So yeah, they were pretty good about not showing that part. But it was pretty cool. I love the overacting Kirk. I loved his little speeches that he would give, like yeah, they didn't do that. And the funny part was is back in the 70s or whatever, some of those channels they didn't have that. But then when you watch stuff like in the old days, like WWE, and well, it was WWF back then, and NWA, they would have all those blood matches, and it would get real bloody, and they'd show all that stuff on TV. And then they got away from that. But yeah, they would show that on the cable channels. You could watch that, and even Benny Hill, when it was on like one of my cable channels, they would show the nudity for like a second. Yeah, so as long as it was like a not a main network channel, it was like a second one. They could show that kind of stuff, but yeah, I don't do that now. I remember I videotaped some of those things. Yeah, cage and razor matches, barbed wire. The one that I remember the most was Magnum TA and Tully Blanchard was an I Quit match. That was the bloodiest match like they ever had. It was a cage match, and they threw a wooden chair into the ring, and he broke the leg off, and he was hitting the guy with it, and he got all blood everywhere, and it's like real brutal. And then Greg Valentine and Roddy Piper were in the dog collar match, and it was like a metal dog collar, and they were hitting each other with it, and they were all bleeding everywhere, and they got so bloody they had to stop it. Well, not that one. That one, there was blood on the ring later on because he got cut up so bad. His ear was like all tore up from that metal chain. But yeah, they used to have that old. Well, yeah, they did have a script, but then sometimes they did the blading, where they would hide a blade and they'd blade their forehead, and then they'd get the blood going and stuff. They don't do that anymore, but it was back then. On the old days, they had all that stuff. They changed how they did it now. But yeah, it was ironic how some of those things that they can't do them anymore. Yeah, they would have a blade, and it was like tucked into their boot, or they had their hands taped up. They had like a little piece of razor blade, and they would just cut their forehead. That's why you see like the old veteran wrestlers like Jake the Snake and some of these other guys, they got their foreheads all tore up. Well, and Dusty Rhodes, when he was alive, his head was all gashed up and stuff from when he'd been cut open all the time. Today, Sunday. I was thinking of going down to McDonald's and getting a Avengers Happy Meal. And other than that, I don't have any plans. I'm gonna work on a bunch of reviews later. No, Goldust is Dusty Rhodes' son. Dusty Rhodes died like 2 years ago, I think. Dusty Rhodes was Dustin Runnels was Dusty Rhodes' son. And his name was Runnels. I think it was Dustin Runnels is Goldust. I have a DVD set of Dusty Rhodes, and on the cover, if you press a little button and it says, "I've dined with kings and queens and ate pork and beans." That's what the little thing on the cover says. It's got like a little sound clip in there. It's kind of funny. Yeah, it actually says that. Dined with kings and queens and ate pork and beans. Yeah. Those are classic. All the good old days back. I had someone, I bought this on eBay a long time ago. Someone did a compilation of all the Ric Flair interviews, and some of the other ones where, he'd just sit there and talk with Tony Schiavone, and I'll tell you, Schiavone, to be the man, you got to beat the man. And he'd do all the, all his jet flying, wheeling, dealing, kiss stealing, son of a gun, woo. And then it was like a whole compilation of it. And then I think then there was other one, Piper's Pits, all of his stuff. Someone had taped them and put out a compilation of them, but now they're all on the WWE network. You have to pay for that, but that was back in the old days. Some of them you can find on YouTube now, little clips and stuff like that. There's actually one station there's one channel on YouTube, and I can't think of it. It's like a wrestling thing, and it's got the old NWA episodes with like Ric Flair and yeah, Rock's cousin, yeah, and then yeah, old time wrestlers. Yeah, that was my big thing. I've watched wrestling since I was 5 years old. So, oh yeah, Nia Jax. She's like, she's kind of scary. But see, then there's like two different ways you could look at it. I mean, she's like really scary looking because she's kind of like big, but then it's like, then there's the other side of it. It's like, hey, she's kind of hot. Kind of that exotic look or whatever, the big woman. I don't know. I don't like how they've changed some of these people now. They change their attitude and make them the heels, and I don't know. I don't agree with it. Yeah. Wahoo. Sasquatch, yeah. She's kind of intimidating, especially when they put her next to that Alexa Bliss, and she's like what, 5 foot, little blonde woman, and you got Nia Jax next to her, and she's like what, 6'2" or 6'5" or something, like way, yeah. I've seen. I went to Starcade, a couple of those, and I haven't seen him up close, but I got to see the Giant. Well, back when he was a Giant, now he's Big Show, and a couple other people. So I got to see Ric Flair up close. So yeah, but I didn't get to meet him or get an autograph or anything. Okay, 6 foot. Well, she looks bigger on TV, but that Alexa Bliss, I know she's only like 5 foot, if that. And I heard a thing that when she had the belt, they had to get it short. They had to shorten the belt up because she's so small, and the strap would go way around her waist, and so they had to shorten up the strap because the belt was bigger than she was. And I don't like the new belts. I like the old Ric Flair big gold belt. That's my favorite design. I wanted to get one of those from, like, eBay or the shop, the old big gold belt NWA championship. But they were like $200 for the good ones. Oh yeah, 5'1". Yeah, I knew it was just barely 5 feet, so big contrast between 6 foot and 5 foot. And she's maybe 100 pounds, and that Nia Jax is like, what, 3 something? I don't know. I don't even know. But yeah, that's a big woman. Did you ever see Deuce Bigelow when he was going out with that real tall woman with the big feet? That's a huge bitch. Walking down the street. They never showed the top of her. They just showed her from the neck down. Yeah. That's a huge bitch. Freak. Yeah, Deuce Bigelow. The second one was okay. Yeah, the narcoleptic girl, and then they had the Tourette syndrome girl. Took to the... Okay, yeah, okay. Yeah, I was close. You took the Tourette syndrome girl to the baseball game. Yeah, that was funny. I love the part when he got into the fight with the hooker and he ass punched her. Give me my $2. Where's my $50? No, you owe me $2. Hey, Deucey, you done ass punched that girl. Yeah. Yeah, that one was funny. Could you get the snails down from way down in the tank? Yeah. I like the pimp, Eddie Griffith. Yeah. And then they had Deucey, you my best man, ho. Yeah, he was always eating in the hot tub. Ice cream and nachos and I'm a man ho. That was a funny movie. The second one was not as funny, but yeah. I don't know. Are you talking about animal from what? Are you talking about maybe Batista from wrestling? The animal. That's the only thing I can think of is Batista. He was the animal. Oh yeah, they probably jack up her boots to make her look taller. Oh yeah, Batista. Yeah, I don't know about that guy now. he kind of went Hollywood. He did the Hulk Hogan thing. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. When they bring these people back in the wrestling and whatever, they change their whole attitudes. They've been gone for a long time. 5'10", okay. Hmm. Yeah, I saw some of them in person, and they were, you know, I couldn't tell because I was far enough. I was farther back, so I couldn't really. I'm not in love with Becky Lynch. I don't know. There's something about her that I just don't get, and I don't like the part when they're calling her the man. I think that part's dumb. you know, she's gender confused. Guess that's where they're going with it. Yeah, they don't. But yeah, the man. I keep thinking every time they say the man, I keep thinking, Ric Flair, to be the man, you got to beat the man. Well, I don't think they should have done that with her. They could have come up with something better. Different angle, different name, different. They could have called her the woman. I don't know. Maybe they didn't want to put that because of the whole Chris Benoit thing. Maybe that's why they kind of didn't want to do that part of it. Because, they had Woman was Ric Flair's valet, and yeah, it's all put on as a show. They kind of change their voice or whatever. It's all for the fans and for the show and stuff like that. I don't know. They've changed a lot of stuff, and some things I agree with, and some things I don't agree with, and I just don't like the way they've been changing everything and everybody's attitudes and all this all stuff. It's all, I don't know. Seems like McMahon's going in a different direction. So, let's see, what time is it? 3:45. Yeah, they aren't very paid very well. And I kind of like the stories back in the old days when no one got paid anything. They just went on the road and they'd go to a show and they'd be lucky if they'd get, like $20. Used to have to stay in a hotel or the motels and carpool. They'd get enough gas money. Yeah, see, that's ridiculous. I don't think they should pay that kind of money for those people, but it's all about how much you get paid now. It's not about the entertainment anymore. It's about, wow. Yeah, see, I don't know. I don't see the draw of some of these people. The one that I don't like is who was I thinking? The one I can't get over is why he's popular. Can someone explain to me why The Miz is popular and why he has his own cable show? I personally think he's an idiot. Why would The Miz, be on there and all this whole stupid thing? And now Shane's all full of himself too. I know. I don't know what the appeal of The Miz is and why they gave him his own show. And his wife is, she's I don't know, that whole attitude from her. I don't like that. I've never watched that show in my life, and I don't see what his big draw is. Yeah, well, after she had her baby, that kind of changed it up. I don't know. That whole thing with the divas and the whole John Cena, Mickey Bella, and all that whole fiasco, that was ridiculous. Yeah, I don't know. You know what? The one thing that was crazy was Maurice. Maurice, I think her name is Maurice. I think that's how you say it. The one thing that's crazy is the other day I was watching, I think it was Raw or SmackDown. I don't know, one of the two. Whatever Mysterio's on now, Rey Mysterio. And they had Rey Mysterio's son on there. And that his son is bigger than him now. And I remember watching back in like 10 years ago when he had his little son came to the ring with him and he was like humiliated. And he was like 5-year-old son or whatever. And now he's like, 18 or whatever. He's like this big giant guy, like twice the size of Mysterio. I thought Nicholas, I think his name is Nicholas. But yeah, it's like totally different now. Yeah, because that Rey Mysterio is a little shrimp guy. He's only like 5 foot. Yeah, I couldn't. I was like, whoa, wait a minute, what happened to this guy? Because they were playing up that whole angle about he was getting humiliated. His son, I forget who he was in a feud with, and they had his son in there, and I think that was when he was in WCW or something. But it was a while ago. Yeah. You know what I haven't seen for a while, and they put him out. They had him out for a while, but I think he kind of got out of the picture. Is that David Flair? He was in WCW for a while, and then they kind of pushed him, and then he's gone out of the picture now. And then his Ric Flair's other son died, so Reed, he was younger. David Flair, Ric Flair's son. He was in WCW for a while. Yeah, he was billing him, and then he kind of, back in the old WCW days, Ric Flair and his son David Flair, and then he was kind of in with that Torrie Wilson, and then they had another guy named Crowbar and Daphne, and they were kind of in it. And that was the whole NWO era. No, I don't think he did very good. I think they just put him in there because Ric Flair wanted him to be in there. Yeah, she was. Torrie Wilson and the other one, Trish Stratus. And yeah, that was back in the old days, when they had the Kelly and all the old divas. They weren't even divas back then, but yeah, Torrie Wilson. Because when she came in, she seduced David Flair. That was a whole thing. I don't know why. He brought her to Super Brawl. Yeah, those two, I think they were, in my opinion, they were, back in the old days. Miss Elizabeth was good, too. When she was very first out. Stacy Keibler, yeah. That was kind of along the line. Stacy Keibler, Trish Stratus, yeah. I was never into that whole Lita thing with the tattoos. I don't know. But no, those were the main ones, but I remember the Nitro Girls. They were on for a little while. Kind of pushed those over as entertainers. Then they actually had some of them become wrestlers. I never got that whole thing. True, she wasn't. It was all about her legs. Stacy Keibler and her legs. Wasn't she Miss Hancock at one point? I think. Yeah, she was. Although lately when she came back, she like ditched the blonde hair and it's now kind of brown. Yeah, Miss Hancock was with the leg with the the thing in it. And what did they? Yeah, she did. And what did they do with the whole Lana thing? Rusev and Lana. When she was first out, she was like real heavy into the Russian accent and the whole business look. And now she doesn't even have a Russian accent anymore. I didn't get that. Guess they kind of did away with it. It's like they do with all the wrestlers. When they first bring them out, they got like two names, and then later on, the last name disappears. Alexander Rusev, and it turned into Rusev, and now Elias Sampson's just Elias. Yeah, they kind of shorten the names up. Yeah, Gail Kim, yeah, she was okay. Remember Kimberly Page and Diamond Dallas Page? She was okay. When she was first out, I think. Yeah. Kimberly Page. She was oh my God, she had different names too. She was almost as much as Brutus Beefcake had. No, she wasn't. I didn't go for the tattoo thing with all her and her red hair, and tattoos never did anything for me, so I couldn't get into the whole tattoo-ish stuff. And the kind of punk rock, the punk rock thing. Never really got into that. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't get it. And then that whole thing with Edge and that whole affair thing. I'd never got that whole thing. Well, yeah, that whole thing was a whole different thing because when China first came out, she looked like totally looked like a guy, and then they kind of gave her the surgery and softened up her facial features, but then I don't know, all kinds of stuff. But yeah, when she first was out, she didn't look like a guy at all. Yeah, she did. She had the chiseled jaw and the big arms and stuff, and it's kind of scary looking. So yeah, they do that every once in a while. I remember the ones. I love the ones when, like in WCW, when Ric Flair would come out, he always had a New Valley Baby Doll and Precious and all those other ones that would come out there. Arm Candy. Those are always funny. The New Valley Baby Doll. Yeah. Yeah, that was a whole nother era. So yeah. Well, let's see, what time is it? Yeah. That's why I was just looking at the time, and I'm starting to fade a little bit, so that's why I was thinking about wrapping it up here shortly. As much as I've had fun talking with everybody, but I got to get some sleep eventually. So, yeah. No, there was most of the other people weren't chatting, and I think they were off doing whatever, and that's cool. I don't mind talking, you know. I think other people were doing other things, or they're just letting the stream go, or whatever. Maybe lurking in the background, or just letting it run. Yeah. Well, thanks, Hayden, and yeah, I'll probably be on tomorrow night. Yeah, and Kayla. I might do a lunch stream. I don't know. If I do a lunch stream today, it'll be really quick, just like a little short one. Uh that's what I was talking about earlier. It's hard to know because no, I can't go another hour. I'm too tired. um, they keep going up and down, and I don't know if the thing's getting reported right or whatever. But yeah, last I saw it was like under 100, but yeah, I'm not up to it because if I'm gonna do a lunch stream, yeah, I gotta get a little sleep. I'm starting to fade. So yeah, I appreciate it, guys. And like I said, I might go lunchtime for like an hour, maybe, or a half hour. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do too much. Yeah, yeah, it's 4 o'clock already, and I think I started at like 12:30. So yeah, I've gone for about 3 hours. So long stream, and I appreciate everybody coming in. No, don't worry about it. If everybody was having a good time, and if they, I'm sure they were doing other things, and I don't mind talking, but yeah. No, 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 no. I'm gonna have to wrap it up, guys, because I need to get some sleep. Yeah, it was fun tonight, guys. Thanks for stopping in, and I'm probably gonna go tomorrow night again, but I don't know. The other thing is I was going to say is once I get up to my hours, I may cut the nightly streams down like to 3 times a week, maybe, and not like an every night thing. But I want to get to the hours, and then once I get to that, I'll see about it. Maybe I'll cut it down to 5 days a week or something. I don't know. Go a little at a time. So, again, thanks everybody, and I'll probably see you at lunchtime, and I'll probably be back on again tomorrow night. So, all right. So take it easy and get your rest yourselves, and hope you have a good Sunday.